That right there, you guys, is how you get rid of a lot of black ants. Sorry, any ant keepers out there, but I can't have any ants inside of here. Many people on YouTube actually have kept this fish, and they've passed away, they gave them away, they got out of the hobby, all different kinds of sort of different things. Oh yeah, definitely need a cleaning. Look how much dirt just came off of that. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here at Blake's Exotic Fish Ranch. We're inside of my fish building, and today we're going to talk about some of the fish inside of the building, and we're going to be prepping up a 100-gallon fish tank guys right here. This is an acrylic fish tank that we've used back in the day. It's been empty for a little while. I always keep 1 or 2 tanks empty here on the ranch just in case I need to use it for something. When I was at Aquashella in Chicago last weekend or a couple days ago, whenever you guys see this video, we made a couple cool, awesome deals there, and I am getting a awesome, really cool fish, and this fish will be coming in the next couple weeks or days. I don't know, we'll figure it all out. But we got to prep this tank up. The person that I'm getting this from, I asked him his directions. I asked him how he likes to raise the fish, because I'm going to do exactly what the breeder, the collector, the show guy, what he has done to keep these fish alive really well. So this fish actually that I'm getting is a show fish, and I won a competition at Aquashella, which is really awesome. And he pretty much gives me this fish, but he wants me to give me a little shout out, which isn't a problem. We'll talk about that later on. But so right here we have this acrylic tank, and with this acrylic tank, normally this is the front and this is the back, but I'm going to switch it around. I have a bunch of what's it called, white plastic dip right here. This stuff is peelable, so if I want to peel everything off one day, I can, and use the tank up in the front again. If I use normal spray paint, it wouldn't work as well. So what today's goal is get this fish tank completely back up and running. There's gonna be absolutely nothing inside of this tank. We're gonna vacuum clean everything out of here, clean everything out of it, wipe it all up, get water in it, get filters on it, get it all up and running. But first off, we're gonna run some of this Scottish tape on the side so we don't get no paint in the front of this front part of this fish tank right here. I just did the calculations earlier, and it's actually on my phone. I'm filming off my phone right now. But if I'm not sure, let me just run it by real quick just so you guys know exactly, so you guys know I'm not lying. It's actually like 112 gallons, but I'm gonna say it is 100 gallons. So we're 60 inches long right there. And that was 60 inches, that's 24 inches, and this right here is 18 inches. You do the calculations in a fish calculator, you're gonna see the gallons. I'm not lying here, this is exactly what that tank is. He told me just to use 75 gallons, but you know, bigger is always better for any animal, and that's what we always strive here on the ranch. So, enough talking, and let's get this bad boy transformed into a dope looking fish tank. All right, so I'm gonna let that sit for just a little bit. That's gonna be just my first coat. I wanna make sure that it is very thick with white so no light gets through it, and that background will be nice and white so this fish will really pop. The color of this fish is actually gonna be like a reddish color, and it's a really cool species of fish. Many people on YouTube actually have kept this fish, and they've passed away, they gave them away, they got out of the hobby, all different kinds of sort of different things. Obviously, when stuff comes here to the ranch, 99.9% of the time, if I say I'm not breeding it and I'm gonna be keeping it, it's gonna stay here on the ranch. If it has offspring, then yes, I rehome the offspring, I sell the offspring, all of that stuff. But this guy is gonna be a gift to me, and he will be a really cool fish to keep here on the ranch. So we're gonna let that dry up for about, I don't know, maybe 10-15 minutes. While that is happening, I'm gonna start throwing some pumps inside of all of my monster fish tanks, because, well, not fish tanks, they're definitely not fish tanks. They are pool pumps, unfortunately. But we're growing out our fish because we're gonna have some monster stuff coming very soon. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys are following me on Blake's Exotic Fish Ranch on Instagram, so you guys are always updated on things that are happening here in the fish gallery. That's gonna be the spot where you guys are gonna get the most updates. And make sure, like I said, follow that Instagram, because we're gonna start doing stories up there, all cool different things on that Instagram, because very, very soon, very soon, very soon, we're gonna have some really cool stuff going on here. Arapaima is just about 4 feet, and he is getting very, very large. The arowanas, the catfish, the peacock bass, everybody's getting big. The giraffe nose, the Niger catfish or ribsalt catfish, iridescent sharks, datnoids, all types of stuff are getting really, really big. So we definitely need to make things bigger for them. That's the reason why we made this fish gallery so large. The whole building is 65 feet by 30 feet. The whole fish gallery is going to be 45 feet by 30 feet. So that is a very large fish room. We've had it now for about 3 years. We've been raising up fish for just about 3 years now since we've gotten this building. And it is just about time now to really get these fish into something real. Not personally, I know a lot of people do keep them in these pool ponds, but this is not the overall house for them. This is not overall enclosure for them. They're gonna get something that is actually very, very large, and something that is very, very as naturalistic as I can make it inside of an indoor facility like this for these fish. Try to mimic the wild as much as possible. Obviously, it's not the wild, but we can still have these fish in captivity and have them happy, healthy, and amazing. But let me stop talking. Let's get on to what I have to get going. Real dirty. Once I give it a nice clean in the front, nice wipe down, the water fills it up. It'll make it look nice. It'll be bright. And with that background, with that white background, the fish will really pop because of the colors that it gives off, so that it has on the scale already. I'm gonna slide it down just a little bit, because I'm gonna do my old-fashioned pump that I always use here with a garbage can, a PVC pipe coming out of it, lava rock, a little bit of carbon, and some of that white cloth stuff packed in here, the debris that's in there, the waste and everything. For my future giant tanks and stuff of that sort, or ponds, whatever you want to call them, we'll have some legit, real filter systems on there, but they definitely will deserve it. These are just great, affordable DIY systems that I have here on the ranch with these garbage cans and all that stuff. They work really, really well. I mean, it's the same exact thing. It's just DIY and not, I don't know, business approved, or what do you want to call it, store approved or whatever. Backyard approved, farm run, ranch life approved, saving money approved, you know, stuff like that. But all right, it's in place right there. I'm gonna take off this tape in a second. I'm gonna do the sides one more time. Get some paper towels, clean this whole thing up, wipe it all down, get all the small little debris and rock and everything that's inside of it, get all that out, and start stacking cinder blocks onto the side, get everything in place. While the water changes are going, I'll use the water that's here, fill it up, let it cycle for a little teeny bit, let everything go. Probably throw a couple minnows in there just so that the water is nice and good. But yeah, my well water here is ready to go for any fish automatically. As long as the fish are good with that pH, it's perfect. And yeah, let's keep it going. That right there, you guys, is how you get rid of a lot of black ants. Sorry, any ant keepers out there, but I can't have any ants inside of here. Black ants do come from moisture and the humidity, so that's what happens. I get myself a little torch and I get them all out of here. Well, I get them out of here. They go bye-bye. All right, that's in place. Go get some napkins. Let's wipe this thing down, get all those rocks out of there. And yeah, it's getting there, it's getting there. Let me get this tape off actually. Oh yeah, that plastic zip will come right off. It's already filling off the sides. Perfect. That's actually what I really wanted, so that when the day comes that I need to peel it right off, that stuff comes right off. The tank is just as new. I could get a razor if I needed to and clean it all up. Definitely would be a little bit more time than putting the paint on, but the tank is still savable. It's still brand new. It'll be perfect. The acrylic tank is a freaking beast. It was one of the first tanks I got right after the fire happened, because I needed a couple tanks to start my collection again. But be back in a minute. Got a little bit of Windex. Bring the front off a little bit. I know the inside is dirty, but I wanted to get the outside one good time. Make sure it's nice and good. Oh yeah. Definitely need a cleaning. Look how much dirt just came off of that. That's just dust that flies around in the air. Probably one of the reasons why I have freaking sniffles over here. Do one more spray. A little better. The water fills it up, all that dirtiness in there will cloud away, move out of the way. I'm gonna get a small broom, maybe move these napkins, get a ladder, get a chair. I can clean some of the stuff out of here. So that took 14 minutes to fill up that 110-gallon fish tank right there. Yeah, it is up. The water is filled. It's pretty freaking clear. I mean, look at that. That water came out beautiful, nice crystal clear water right from the freaking well. No chemicals, nothing in there at all. It is pristine water. It is exactly what I use for all my water changes. I'm definitely gonna get some biological like chemicals just to get that water perfect, just so that there's some bacteria in there before obviously I add the fish. I'm gonna add the garbage can up top over here. I'm gonna wait for one of my buddies to come, or my dad to come, help me lift it up, because it is filled with lava rock already, so that's kind of heavy. Set it in place, turn the pump on, let it run, let it cycle, go get some of the chemicals, and that is it. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video here in Blake's Exotic Fish Ranch. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, put those post notifications on, and I will see you guys all later. Stay tuned for the next video for the fish that we are getting, the surprise fish. If you think you know what fish it is, put it down in the comments. It's a small fish, it doesn't get too large. It will live in this tank for its whole entire life. Yeah, put it down in the comments and what you guys think, and I will see you guys all later. Peace out, everyone.